Gonna be out looking for some more petroglyphs today. Pretty chilly, just above freezing, I think. Not much water in the river. Walking down the side canyon looking for glyphs, and I think I see at least a couple little ones in this boulder over here. So that's good. First ones of the day, about a little less than an hour and a half in. Well, those are definitely fingers. You can tell the rock has split because here's the bottom of the hand, and here's the top of the fingers. That's happened sometime in the last 1,000 years or so. And we've got a little fat guy over here with some attenuated claws, and he's looking good. And coming up on this one, I can see a few more on this rock. Let's see, start up at the top. There's a guy who's flaking off, and down here at the bottom, a few more glyphs. That guy's got quite an interesting head. Not quite sure what we're losing there, but nice to see some petroglyphs here in this side canyon. Well, I was in a couple hundred yards of this ruin area that I was in a few weeks ago, where I made this really unusual discovery of a stone axe. I let the archaeologists in charge of this area know, and I was close enough I thought I'd come over and see if they'd picked it up yet, but it looks like the answer is no. I mean, I can't be sure that they ever will, but they seem quite interested. But here's that nice stone axe again. I'll put it back in its hiding place. If you looked at that stone axe video I posted, you'll also know that there's a lot of pottery around this ruin site. Here's a couple pieces of corrugated sitting on the surface. I'd walked around this whole butte knowing that when I got to the end, that'd be the best place. And end meaning the point, pointing toward the other mesa. And I'd just about given up, but just about my stopping point. Here's some. So what remains here under this little sheltered area, you can see a lot of it is probably flaked off, is really very nice. I'm shooting from over here to try to avoid getting a lot of sun in the picture. There's some hands over here and feet. Some squiggly snakes. And it's very nice. Well, I've walked over from that point there in the distance over this one, again hoping to see stuff at the point, and I can see a nice panel up there. I guess I should have said big panel because it looks like it's a little beat up, but let's see what we can see. Yeah, it's quite beat up. There's a big guy here. There's a littler guy over here. There's a bunch of, I would say, deer tracks that have been made as well, but unfortunately, it's pretty weathered. I see a little spiral over there. I don't see anything else in the vicinity, but this one is nicely made. That big panel up there looks like it's got something on it. Bit unusual because most of the glyphs have been down close to the bottom, but I guess I better go up and have a look. Yes, indeed, it's got stuff. Down at the bottom, it's a nice long-tailed spiral. There's a lot of those around here. It's a good example, a little bit of flaking off. Then we got a bunch of tracks, something with 5 toes. I can't recognize that. Next to that, I think those are deer tracks. And then we got a squiggle with an arrow on the top. Looks like a snake. The arrow on the top's a bit unusual. Here's a nice panel. See a flute player down here at the bottom. Some tracks, some upside down anchors or tees. Up here we've got one of the ubiquitous hands, a couple lizard men. This guy's seems to deliberately have his head coming off based on those added dots. And here's a nice array of diamonds. Not sure what it might mean. Maybe you can see it all at once from here. There's some pottery right next to the petroglyph as well. See some corrugated. A number of pieces of plain pottery. Here. Here's a little painted piece. Another bit of corrugated. You see some flaked rock around too. Mainly petrified wood, I think. This looks like the neck of a bottle sticking out. Let me pull it out and see. Well, I've scraped off as much dirt as I can. I don't think it's a bottle. It's that's the end of a broken off handle for. You can see it's painted on the inside, some black on white. I can't get all the dirt off. I don't have any water with me, just Gatorade. But it could be a ladle, broken ladle, or maybe some other vessel. But that's a pretty cool piece to find. Well, I'm walking back to the car now. I've taken this route back a couple times, and I think last time I went past sort of a cool spot, a rock shelter with a few glyphs in it. I think that's it over here, and we'll walk up on it and take some video this time. On the way, I just noticed these glyphs. I didn't even see these last time I was here. You can see a lot of it's probably flaked off, but that's some nice work. A hand as usual. Looks like a face, almost a Cucina type, and a few other things. And the shelter's just over there. Let's go in and have a look. These overhangs made good use of. You see, this one's the way it's built. It's got like a, looks like a bus stop with a bench there. Now you can see some petroglyphs here. I think those are, well, I would call them coyotes. There's 3 of them. There's some things on the bench that are a little hard to make out. But there's a couple of stick figures on the back. I'm a little bit close. Let's see if I can get a bit further. You can see them maybe just barely. And I know there's one on the side here too. Yep. Well, you can see some that are worn out on the side, but there's a foot down there at the bottom. So, pretty cool spot. Get you out of the rain. Don't know if a bus will come or not.